What's up, everybody? It's week 3 of the NFL season. I'm going to go through every single game from Thursday night tonight, whatever day I get done editing this video. The Giants and 49ers. I know what you guys are thinking. Saquon Barkley's out. It really sucks. Niners are rolling. It's at the 49ers. Whew, man. I don't think this is going to be a close game. I got to go with the 49ers. So now the Titans at the Browns. Last week, the Titans eked out a win. The Browns, they did, I feel like gave it away against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but, you know, it is what it is. It was at Pittsburgh. I think the Browns rebound this week. The Browns, it is in Cleveland. They did lose Nick Chubb. Man, that was a brutal injury. Man. I'm tired of these injuries, man. Seems like every season you've got guys that are just getting significant injuries. And it's affecting a lot of teams, a lot of organizations. And I hate it. That's the ugly side of football. That is the ugly side of football is the injuries. The next game, Broncos at Dolphins. The 0-2 Denver Broncos, who have been close in games. How about that Hail Mary that Russell Wilson just chucked? It was tip, caught. I couldn't believe it. I was watching it live. I'm like, oh my God, he caught it. And then, of course, it doesn't get the 2-point conversion. They go on to lose. On the other hand, the home team, the Miami Dolphins, they are rolling. Some people think that they could be a Super Bowl contender. They're 2-0. It's a little too early to tell. But 2 is balling. Tyreek Hill is balling. Okay, that whole team is humming. Right? Give me the Dolphins. Our next game, the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. Now, I haven't had a chance to get to it, but there's been somebody who I have done podcasts with in the past who said that when Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets, that it was a bad idea on their part. These aren't exact quotes, okay? But Aaron Rodgers, pretty much, he's too old. He's going to fail. The Jets are not going to be able to win with him. Well, unfortunately, week 1, 4 plays into his tenure with the Jets, Aaron Rodgers tears his Achilles. Man, I hated seeing it. I couldn't believe it. I was really looking forward to Aaron Rodgers playing for the New York Jets. And that team just seemed to have a lot of excitement surrounding it. You know, you had Hard Knocks in there. Aaron Rodgers bringing, just a winning culture, a brand new culture. This Jets team hasn't been to the playoffs in a long time, right? So since 2010, if I'm not mistaken? I could be wrong about that. 2011, around that time. It's been a long time since the Jets have made the playoffs. The entire city of New York felt that Aaron Rodgers was the guy to get them there. Now, Aaron Rodgers has come out and said that, look, I'm of course, again, I'm paraphrasing. These aren't exact quotes. He is going to attempt. He's going to do his best. He's going to work as hard as he can to potentially come back and take over when the playoffs happen. Now, a couple problems with that. He is Aaron fucking Rodgers. Okay, he's a bad man. Aaron Rodgers being a 4-time MVP. If anybody can do it, it's Aaron Rodgers. Okay? One of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game. One of the most talented quarterbacks to play the game. I know he's 40 years old. And look, I gotta give him credit. But Aaron Rodgers, man, I hate it. I hated seeing him get hurt. I wanted him to come back. The thing about him coming back when the playoffs happen, I don't think the Jets make the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Zach Wilson's the guy. Now the Jets can make the move. The Jets have an amazing defense. but the AFC is stacked. Okay, you got the Bills in that division. You got the Dolphins in that division. You got the Chiefs and Bengals. The Ravens are up there. The Browns. I mean, there's so many teams in the AFC. It's hard to say without Aaron Rodgers. It's hard to see the New York Jets making the playoffs. This one, Patriots at Jets, I think Patriots get it done. Patriots had a couple tough losses. Was real down to the wire last week. Came close against the Eagles in week 1. I got the Patriots in this one. The 1-1 Buffalo Bills at the 2-0 Washington Commanders. Commanders are looking a little solid, okay? Bills are the Bills, okay? The Bills look really good last week, okay? I'm not a big Josh Allen believer. Now, that's not to say that he's not a great quarterback, okay? He is a great quarterback. I just don't think that he has what it takes to get it done in playoff situations, okay? With that being said, the Bills are going to be a great team. Bills are going to win this one. I think the Bills win this one probably about 10 points. Okay, it is on the road for them. Tough environment, I guess, out in Washington. Shout out to the Commander fans. Unfortunately, I think you guys take a loss in this one. The 2-0 Atlanta Falcons travel to the brand new Lions for 1-1. They lost a close one last week. Man, the Falcons have surprised me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I am kind of on the Lions bandwagon this year. If anybody in the NFC I'm rooting for, it's probably the Lions. I'm not gonna lie. So give me the Lions in this one. It'll be a close game though. I think the Falcons are playing really well right now. They got that team humming. So, but you know, Detroit Lions. Saints at Packers, 2-0 New Orleans Saints, led by Derek Carr. At the 1-1 Packers. Okay, Michael Thomas looked pretty solid in the last game. The Packers, they look pretty decent. This is tough. It is at Lambeau. Go and give me the Packers. I think the Packers get it done. Jordan. So the probably the one of the who cares game of the week. The 0-2 Texans against the 1-1 Jacksonville Jaguars at Jacksonville. Okay, it is an AFC South game. Never underestimate your division opponent. But the Jaguars are going to whoop the Texans' ass, okay, to put it delicately. All right, if you have Trevor Lawrence in fantasy or Travis Etienne or Calvin Ridley, start them. If you've got the Jacksonville Jaguars defense in your fantasy, start them too, because I can see this being a shutout. Because they can get to the quarterback. They can. So yeah, give me the Jaguars in this one pretty easily. The 0-2 Chargers against the 0-2 Vikings. Now, both of these teams made the playoffs last year. The Chargers, they blew a 27-0 lead in the wild card game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Minnesota Vikings, they lost in the wild card round to the New York Giants last season. And honestly, pretty surprised both these teams are 0-2. Who gets first win? I think this could be a solid game. You know, give me Kirk Cousins and the boys, man. Give me the Vikings. I think the Vikings get it done at home. I am playing Kirk Cousins in fantasy though. My buddy's got him in fantasy, so give that ball off to whoever your running back is. Sorry, I don't know your running back. But the Vikings, yeah, give me the Vikings in this one. The 0-2 Panthers against the 1-1 Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks look pretty solid. Geno Smith looks pretty solid. Give me the Seahawks in this one. Sorry, buddy. Look, I say this to my friend, and I mean this in all seriousness, dude. Coach Frank Reich ain't it, man. He wasn't here. He wasn't the guy here in Indianapolis, and we were seeing a trend, the same trend in Indianapolis, that was in Indianapolis, now in Carolina, with him and his questionable play calling. It's week 2. You know, we just had week 2 game on Monday night where the where the Panthers lost, 20-9 against the Saints. The reporter asked, are you going to give up play calling duties? Why are we asking this question week 2? It's because he's a terrible play caller. The Seattle Seahawks are going to win this one in a blowout. It is in Seattle. 12th man, one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. It's going to be rocking. The 2-0 Cowboys at the 0-2 Cardinals. Woo! This game, man. One of the worst teams in the league in the Arizona Cardinals against probably the best team in the NFC, if we're being honest, 2 weeks into the season. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. If they don't win by 40, I think the Dallas Cowboys need to be eliminated from playoff contention. You ought to be winning by 40. But I bet you some fans around the NFL are going to be like, hey, it's a trap game. It's a trap. You know, it's week 3 in the NFL season. Nobody's getting complacent. Okay, the Cowboys are humming. Micah Parsons looks like the best player on the field, regardless of what side of the ball he plays on. So, Cowboys are a wagon. Okay, and if there's another team that's worse than the Arizona Cardinals, it's the 0-2 Chicago Bears. They travel to the 1-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Man, 2 back-to-back matchups that are just little, lopsided. It's at Kansas City. Kansas City, they coming off a win against Jacksonville. A tough win. 17-9 on the road. Give me the Chiefs in this one. Bears, man, they're struggling. Maybe Justin Fields can figure it out. Maybe he can come out with a better game, with better gameplay. But, man, fans around Chicago, they are out on Justin Fields. And it's going to get real hot real quick for the seat of Coach Matt Eberflus if the Bears don't start picking it up. And they might be hitting the reset button again if the Bears haven't yet another losing season. And they are not starting off well, 0-2. And I think they get 0-3. Give me the Chiefs in this one. The 1-1 Pittsburgh Steelers at the 1-1 Raiders. Man, I don't know what to think of this Raiders team. You got Jimmy Garoppolo. You got Josh Jacobs. You got, what's his name from Green Bay? Catches a lot of balls. Devontae Adams. You got that guy. You got number 98, Max Crosby. He's a fucking bad motherfucker, dude. He's a bad motherfucker. What the fuck's going on with Hunter Renfrow? Nobody knows. I don't think the Raiders win this game. I think the Steelers win this game. I don't know why I think the Steelers win this game. I don't think the Steelers are a very good team. They've got TJ Watt. What? Give me the Steelers win this one. 17-14. I haven't been doing score predictions, but I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I wanted to emphasize that. Okay. Next game. My game. The Colts at the Ravens. If you would have watched my other video, you'd know that I picked the Baltimore Ravens to win this one. Unfortunately, being that it's on the road, being that the Colts don't actually quite know who they're playing at quarterback at the moment, they might know. We don't know. The Ravens don't know. The NFL doesn't. But, there's about 75 men in that locker room, in that facility, that probably know who's playing on Sunday. And I think, if you just see my other video, I think it's going to be Gardner Minshew taking snaps, and Anthony Richardson's going to be in street clothes, watching from the sidelines. That's not a bad thing. This just gives the guy a little rest. He doesn't need to be getting knocked around again, on the road against Baltimore. Baltimore's a real physical team, okay? Let's have him stare straight down at the line of scrimmage against Aaron Donald week 4. Whatever. Our starting center's out. Quentin Nelson might be out, with a toe. I don't know what's going on with Quentin Nelson. He didn't practice on Wednesday. Ryan Kelly didn't practice on Wednesday. Anthony Richardson didn't practice on Wednesday. That's just the way things go. It's the NFL. I just don't think the Colts have enough to beat the Ravens. Now, maybe I can be pleasantly surprised. If the Colts get, a dub that I wasn't expecting, man, I'm a happy man. But, unfortunately, not here. 2-0 Ravens, by the way. They are 2-0. Colts are 1-1. Give the Ravens a win here. They are looking like a pretty good football team. Yeah. Let's move on to Monday night. Like last week, we have a doubleheader. Okay. The first game's at 7:15. We got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both these teams are 2-0. I'm surprised by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who would have thought Baker Mayfield would be slinging it? But Mike Evans, man. I drafted Mike Evans in my fantasy league, and I'm happy to see him balling out, man. I'm happy to see him balling out. Eagles are the Eagles, though. Okay? I think the Eagles win this one. It's going to be a good game, though. I'm looking forward to it. The second game, which will kind of be going on at the same time, starts at 8:15. We got the Rams, 1-1. Super Bowl rematch. 2 years ago at the Bengals, 0-2. Can the Bengals get it figured out? Bengals are 0-2. What's going on with Joey B, baby? What's going on with him? You know, I don't know what's going on with him. He don't look like Joey B. Says his calf is, is still not aggravating him. Is this going to be a lost season because Joey Burrow is battling injuries? I hope not. Football's better when Joey Burrow, Joey B, Joe Shiesty is on the field. Football's better, man. But he ain't right. And unfortunately, this is not what I want to hear going into week 4 against the Rams. Unfortunately, the Rams look pretty, they look like they're humming a little bit. Matthew Stafford's slinging it. I don't know the kid's name. I will get him in here. But I don't know his name. But he's a rookie. And he's getting it to him. He's, just boom, 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 boom. But give me the Rams in this one. I don't know, man. I can't take the Bengals. Bengals are just, I don't know. Rams. Give me the Rams in this one. Yeah. That's it, though, man. That's week 3. Those are all 16 games from Thursday night to Monday night. Okay? Should be a fun week. Week 3. This is kind of where we start to see things. Week 3 to 5, you start finding some things out. Maybe maybe a team or two that started off 2-0 kind of fizzles out a little bit. But if you continue on the path of success that you've had when you started 2-0 and nobody expected you to start 2-0, and you continue winning, then you get people to start believing in you. I'm the big dog named Austin. I hope everybody has a great day.